Alright, what is going on, everybody? I asked you guys either yesterday or 2 days ago if you guys wanted to see a playthrough slash walkthrough of Shadow of War, and that is what we're doing today. Now, I'm going to play this as a walkthrough, so let's get started. And by that, I am going to be playing on Nemesis difficulty. Or not Nemesis, Brutal. I do not play on, I don't play on Gravewalker. Hold on, let me read this real quick. The ultimate test of your skills. All enemies strike faster, deal more damage, and take more punishment. Grunts are far more formidable, and you have no last chances. Death will be frequent. And brutal is enemies are faster, intelligent, and lethal as on Gravewalker. But your damage is greatly increased, and Might and Wrath meters feel faster, allowing you to use more special moves. You have one last chance by default. Yeah, so I play on brutal difficulty, so let's get started. So by walkthrough, I mean I'm going to be playing the campaign, going through everything. I am playing on a different account. I just made an account just for this playthrough, so if you guys are waiting for videos on my main account with the Nemesis, or not Nemesis, with the Humiliator sword and all that other stuff, I still have all that on my original account slash profile. So here we go. Never mind, we're still loading. Alright, never mind. We're starting the cutscene.
I had a family once. A wife
This is beautiful.
and a son. And I buried them along with everyone I even knew. What has happened to me? Am I dead?
You are banished from death. Cast adrift between the worlds of light and dark. You are bound together, Talion. My life and yours.
Who are you, Wraith?
I shaped the history of Middle-earth. I crafted the Rings of Power.
Celebrimbor, greatest smith of the Second Age. Sauron deceived you into making the rings. He tortured both you and your kin.
Perhaps that pain was a little excess.
I should have died with my family.
I thought you wanted revenge. But there is only one way to close the circle. To defeat Sauron.
The time has come for a new ring.
The world of men is ending. I have seen it. I have felt it. In the fires of Mount Doom, a ranger and a wraith, bound together in death, craft the one thing that could challenge the Dark Lord. A ring of power. But power can blind those who seek it, and even the strongest bonds can be broken. The future I have seen cannot come to pass.
Celebrimbor.
Death calls to you again, Ranger. How do you answer?
Talion, this is beautiful. Where did you find it?
I still have a few friends left in Gondor. What's wrong, my love?
The past is the past. Nothing can be changed.
We must leave this place. We can go now.
What's in rings? What it is?
the Wraith calls to you, I call to you.
Wraith! Where are you?
Talion.
I will find you.
I'm not gonna lie. I haven't played the beginning of this story in a while, and I still love doing it every single time. I don't know why. It never gets old. Ever. I might actually be addicted to this game.
These orcs are preparing for war.
So here's how we're gonna do this this walkthrough. I'm gonna be playing it and at the same time explaining what I do, why I do things, how I play. Not to be narcissistic, but why I'm so good at the game. Just going through everything. And hopefully by the end of our walkthrough, you guys will have bettered yourselves. Because I do watch Shadow of War videos still. I watch other people play the game and I see people making the same mistakes all the time. And I'll explain them to you when I see them happen to me. Well, okay, so they won't happen to me. But I'll explain them to you when I get to that point. But anyway, we're here. We're just going to keep going through the story.
What has been done to you?
You've kept us waiting. You've kept us waiting.
Free him!
Spider does not forfeit its prey, Ranger. Not unless a greater has is set before it. I called you here for a reason. I called you here.
You will return him to me. Now.
You are brave. For a man. But it is not your sword that will save him. How much are you willing to sacrifice? To suffer. To suffer.
I have given up everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
You want the ring?
You would give me the ring for the Wraith.
And find myself beside him in your web.
I am Shelob, and I deal only in truth. I wouldn't give it up either.
Wait. Time now! Take your price.
must mean something to you. Go to your puppet before he dies.
You have doomed us, Talion. Her power was vast before, and now you have given her mine. I poured my life force into that ring.
Then we must take it back.
The war you came to fight is not here. The ring is lost. So look to Minas Ithil and the Dark Lord's armies that surround it. Look to the Palantir. Sauron will not stop until all of Middle-earth is dominated.
The Palantir must be protected.
Minas Ithil. I must know if Shelob's vision holds true. The spiders showed us the truth. Gondor's last fortress in Mordor cannot fall.
The Palantir is our concern. We must seize it before it falls into Sauron's hands. With it, his armies will be unstoppable. The fate of the city matters not.
I will not let them be slaughtered like my brothers at the Black Gate. We need to do something. Taking out the captain should buy the Gondorians some time.
And they could lead us to the Palantir. We must find a worm and make him talk.
Well, that's always fun. Alright, so as you've probably learned, I don't talk during cutscenes. I hate it when other people do it. It's just annoying. So, I try not to do it. So, first on the agenda, we have to find a worm, aka the guy that we are holding our hand on his face right now. These are Sauron's captains leading the siege. Interrogating a worm grants intel. Press A to get intel on this captain. I cannot read. Alright, finally, the word actually says gain. Gaining intel on captains reveals their weaknesses, allowing you to precisely target their vulnerabilities and use the power of the Wraith to amplify their fears. This captain is a commander. He will always be surrounded by his gang of grunts. Press A to mark your target. Alright. Hoglick the Warden is our
in the lower city.
target
We'll go
here.
no further.
Somebody sneaking around. Get back here, worm! Here he is. Field.
Oh, okay. I was not sure that he knew exactly where it was, but he did.
Who leads the search for the Palantir?
We already know this. We're just getting info on other captains. Alright, so his name is just Zun. Outlaw warrior. Okay. What I try to do when I start a new game, because I've done this so many times, is I will target captains, usually of higher level, and I will just run around and kill captains to gain experience points. So it's easier for me to get or to not get around, but to get by, because on this difficulty you're definitely gonna die. Like, I die a lot. Throck the Militant, Marauder Archer. Well, I know he's an archer, he has a crossbow in his hand. But things that I've noticed about low level orcs is A, not all of them have a suffix to their name, and B, not all of them have a class assigned. Like that guy, his name, or he was an archer, but that's not an actual, like, official one of the 9 classes in the game. So that's only things you get with level 3 orcs.
It's the Grave Walker. I thought he was dead. He is. Italian bow.
Alright, in this game, your bow is going to be one of the strongest weapons you have. So, whenever you get red gems, I would recommend putting them on your bow if you're going to put them on a weapon at all. Which, when I'm playing on my other profile, I have red gems on every single piece of gear that I have. Even the ring. So I deal a ridiculous amount of
Doesn't look
damage.
good for the Gondorians. We have to help.
The Palantir is a powerful artifact. If we were to possess it,
We could turn the tide.
But for lower level players, even me right now, that's not really the best move. But I probably still might do it anyway, because I have a lot of experience with the game. It all depends on how good you are at not getting hit, I guess.
We need to target their captains.
Alright, we gotta make our way over here to follow the Orc Commander's trail. He's gonna be over here to our right.
Close.
the Wraith world will reveal his presence. Hogleek.
Alright, dazed by stealth. So on your right side you have weaknesses and on your left side you have strengths. So, immunities. You'll have immunities in rages or what makes him angry, what'll make him like lash out and continuously hit you with attacks that you can't block. You have class traits and then you have extras, which is that little plus there that I can't go on because there are none. Alright, and then you've got dazed by, hints, which are basically, you know, like simple, I guess hints is the best way to put it, but things that you can easily kill him with. You've got mortal weaknesses and vulnerabilities. Mortal weaknesses are things that'll either kill them instantly or kill them in one hit, or will make them run away. Like Terrify. Terrified a Morgai flies. So when an enemy is terrified, they will run away from you. Their health bar will turn green, telling the player that you can either grab them or dominate them. And then vulnerabilities are things that do a lot more damage than regular attacks. So anything in the... Here, let's go back to that menu actually. So anything in the vulnerabilities tab will deal more damage than anything in the hints tab. So if an orc has a vulnerability, say vulnerable to fire, it would be smart to use fire attacks instead of, say, if one of the hints says poison or damaged by poison, fire would be the best way to go because it does more damage than poison would.
It's called the Palantir, and it's why we're here. The city is just an obstacle between us and it. You find the Seeing Stone, you bring it directly to me. This is how we conquer Middle Earth, lads.
Alright. How is he not dead? Alright, I'm not used to that. Alright, so for our warden here, he is dazed by stealth. And our two hints are damaged by execution and damaged by stealth attacks. So, stealth is definitely the way to go since it is going to daze him. And since we can't walk up behind him because those other guys there are looking towards, like, in my direction, and he's looking the other direction, if I try and sneak up behind him, they're gonna spot me and alert everybody there. What, like 8 guys down there? Just 3, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 7. Alright, so yeah. If one person sees me, they're all gonna spot me and I'll be screwed. So what I want to do is climb up to this tower. Let's drop down a little bit though. Let's get on this little... Oh crap. Nope, don't spot me. Please don't spot me. Alright.
Before it gets away.
That was a mistake. I did not want to drop all the way down here. That was bad. I'm lucky they didn't spot me though. So you want to climb to the top of this tower here and get on top of this right here. Careful not to drop down like I just did. That would have been bad. And you want to stealth attack the warden. So actually, no, let me drop down a little more. Right here should be good. Stealth attack the warden. Alright. Now he's dazed. And a captain being dazed allows you to continuously hit him. And no matter what their class is, they'll just stand there dazed and be able to take any kind of damage.
One man? Gondor should have sent more reinforcements. This is our city, manfilth. You're too late.
Alright, so what that means is, say our warden is immune to execution. Here, let's go into his immunities. He's arrow-proof. So, after I activate his daze, or after I stealth attack him and he becomes dazed, all of his immunities are temporarily gone while he's dazed. So, while he's dazed, I'll be able to shoot him with arrows, poison him, set him on fire, attack him with beasts, anything. So he's susceptible to all kinds of damage when dazed, which is a very useful skill. Oops. Which is a very useful tactic to use when you're trying to take out high-level captains. Now I'm noticing that when he's attacking me, all of his attacks say or prompt me to press Y. That's not always going to be the case, because in most situations a captain is going to hit you with an unblockable attack. And an unblockable attack is when they hit you and it prompts you to press A to get out of the way or jump over him, because that attack is not blockable and is going to hit you. Alright, so we're in our inventory. Equip gear to increase your power and enhance your abilities. Victories against more powerful captains result in higher quality gear. Press A to view your gear. Alright, so here's our gear tab. Since I did buy the $100 version of the game, like, I don't know, a year and a half ago, I have the Sword of Dominion, which is slightly stronger than the beginning swords. It's just level 5, nothing much. So, the Sword of Dominion, if you guys have it as well, not everybody will, but if you do, I'm going to be using it. Now, what you want to do to level up this sword is recruit an orc that is a level 15 or higher. Now, since we don't have the ring, we can't dominate orcs, so we can't upgrade this sword until Act 2.
Why are you out here alone?
My raiding party was trapped in the lower city overnight.
How many of you were there?
Not enough.
Minas Ithil still stands.
We're about to lose the middle city, Ranger. They'll be closing the gate if they haven't already. We need to get up there as fast as we can.
I'll be right behind you. Wait. What is your name?
Idril,
Talia.
don't fall behind, Talion. We've lost enough men today.
Well, seeing as how I'm not really a man, I'm kind of half man, half undead, vengeful, ghost. I'm kind of special. Alright, so what you're going to want to... let me start over. What you're going to want to do is follow Idril, obviously. That's the mission here. And I'm going to run past her because I already know exactly where she's going. And you're just going to have to save all of these war chiefs. And I know if you played the first game, when you say or hear the word war chief, you're going to think of an orc. Well, I guess I should use the word captain because these aren't really war chiefs, they're actually captains and they're humans. So, right now we're rescuing Sergeant Arendor, which is that guy right there. And you're just going to want to kill all the orcs highlighted in yellow.
We can't leave them out here.
And eventually they'll just all run away and you're just going to end up following Idril again. And you're going to do this for a little while, so, you know, might as well get good at it. Following people.
If Sauron's forces get the Palantir, all of Middle-earth will share the same fate.
Oops. Nope, she went that way. Alright. Alright, now we're saving this guy here. So, again, like last time, take care of all the orcs highlighted in yellow. You really don't have to prioritize the yellow ones, although the game is technically going to make you do that. Just kill orcs in the general area that Idril's standing in, and eventually, if they don't run away, if they all die, you'll move on to the next captain slash war chief that you need to save. There we go. Prompted to follow Idril again.
We've lost the middle city. Rally at the gate.
Keep moving. We'll cover your retreat.
Alright, so again, still following Idril. Don't worry about this large group of archers. They all get killed eventually, but for the sake of health, I'm going to brand, or not brand, I can't do that. I'm going to drain one of them. In case I get hit, I don't want to go down. We're going to run past all of these guys. Don't worry about this big fight going on here. Oops, she's going this way. Alright, our next guy that we need to save is over there. And while you're over here, you're going to want to stop right here. It's not, oh, it is on your map. So you won't be able to see it far away, but once you walk up to it, you'll be able to see that Ithilden thing on the fountain here. So instead of having to come back here later, we're just gonna grab this now. And you're gonna have to mess with the left stick and the right stick when you're doing this. It's kind of annoying. I literally just mess with them until I get it right. Alright, Ithilden. Find all the Ithilden in this region and return it to the Ithilden door to restore the poem. Restoring the poem will open the Ithilden door and grant legendary treasure. We're going to talk more about that later, but right now we're just going to finish clearing out this large group of orcs and move on to the next one.
They're sealing the gate.
Follow Idril.
Move out. Move out.
Excuse me, sir. Need you to get it out of the way. At this point, Idril's just going to have to follow me because I already know where I'm going. Actually, I need these real quick. Alright, let's go. You're going to go up these stairs, make a left, up this set of stairs, and clear out these orcs up here as well.
Quickly, under the gate.
Get moving!
What are you doing?
I won't be long. Go.
Have the archers provide support.
Heavy attack. Hold X until the glaive appears, then release to perform a heavy sweeping attack. So that's what we're going to do now. We're going to hold X, and what you see is it knocks down all the orcs in a certain radius of the player, which is a very useful skill. On my other account, if you do watch me play, I'm a level 80, and I still use that very often, except I use the upgraded version of it, and we're going to talk about that again later. We're going to get into the whole skill tree and upgrading and side skills, stuff like that, in a bit. So once you clear out all these orcs, we'll go into a little slow motion there as the last orc dies, and we'll move into our next cutscene.
lost the Middle City. We made them pay for every inch of ground, but they now hold it.
Then our fate will be decided here. Our inner wall is our strongest, and we have double their archer.
We cannot match the orcs for their numbers or ferocity.
Now, our people have held back Sauron's forces before.
But some things were lost forever.
Yes, of course they were. Go to the Great Hall. Secure the relics.
My place is here.
Make sure they are taken to Henathanum.
Is that an order?
You must understand. We must protect what is most precious
At all costs.
Yes. That is an order.
Then I'll see it done. But I'll be back on the wall before their next assault.
A ranger from the Black Gates. I heard you were all dead.
You heard the truth.
If you've come to fight for Minas Ithil, Ranger, report to Captain Baron.
Not come to join your army, General, but for the Palantir and its safekeeping.
Protect the city, and the Palantir will be safe. However, our raiding parties are targeting enemy captains in the lower city.
You wish to spread terror in their ranks.
Yes. It's about time we tasted fear.
The men are assembled, General.
Alright, our first mission is complete, and now in our game we finally have our first bit of freedom. You're able and free to roam around the world and do as you please for the time being. But first, you're going to be prompted to grab the upgrade, Elven Agility. So let's go
We
and
need to
read
secure
that.
the Palantir now. The city is weak and it will not hold for much longer.
But we cannot leave the Gondorians to their fate. Castamir is right. By protecting the city, we protect the Palantir.
Look,
The towers bear his mark.
those were my towers once. Now Sauron's corruption spreads beyond the borders of Mordor. He mocks me.
They give him sight.
Not without the Palantir.
The Siege of Minas Ithil, secure the Palantir. Complete quest to prevent the Palantir from falling into Sauron's hands. Alright. Press the back button to view the region map. Story quests are indicated by the icon, or by the hammer icon. Mordor also teams with captains you can hunt for XP and gear. Captains can be found in the world by their skull icon, or by undertaking nemesis missions. Highlight the story, or highlight the hammer story quest, or whatever the story quest, then press A to set it as your new objective. Alright, oh, it's right here. Oh, that's an exclamation point. I'm blind. Alright, photo mode update. We've made several changes and improvements to photo mode, allowing all new ways to preserve and enhance your favorite moments from Shadow of War. Alright, here we go. So if you don't know what photo mode is, it's a little update they added. Oh my god. Banish from death. When you are killed, time advances and you are resurrected at the nearest fast travel point. Nemesis missions resolve, and the victorious captains level up. Now Nemesis missions begin, and any vacancies in the army menu will be may be filled. Nemesis missions are active for a limited time. Whenever time advances, the counter below the mission decreases. When it expires, the mission is automatically resolved.
His hold on Minas Ithil. We will shift the tide of war.
Alright, so if you don't know what photo mode is, it's a little update they did a little while ago. Basically, if you're playing on an Xbox, you press the left stick and the Y button at the same time. Oh. Maybe. Pretty sure that's what it was. Hold on. Let's go to our options. Oh, okay, you have to enable photo mode. Yes, yeah, so I was right. Left stick and Y at the same time. and it'll open up photo mode. You go around, you can take pictures of whatever you like. Sometimes I use this for thumbnails, but basically you see how his face is a little cringy right now. It's just really weird. Alright, so let's demonstrate the power of photo mode. Alright, look at the camera. I want him to... Yeah, see that? I can make him look at the camera. And it's a little weird because then he follows you and it's super creepy. You can hide player, hide allies, you can hide anything. Alright, so I'm making him look at the camera right here. Brightness, saturation, contrast, sharpness. Let's see, distance, intensity, focus, look, active, fall off. Done. Alright, so basically you get the gist. Camera mode you can mess with and take pictures of stuff. Let's see, hold on. There's one thing I want to show you. Let's see. I know there is a way that you can mess with the face he's making. Oh well. I'll find it later. But as soon as you are able to get to where I am and you're able to roam freely around the world, you're going to want to take all of the hider towers. And with the Elven agility skill,
These
here, look.
Hydia are but dark imitations of the Palantir. But we can turn Sauron's low craft against him.
These towers can give us sight.
We will purify them and make them ours.
Alright. So yeah, when you load in, you want to take all of these hider towers, and as soon there's 3 in every region, except for Lithlad.
And all that will be lost if his corruption is allowed to return.
Lithlad is the DLC region. If you have the DLC, you have access to Lithlad all the way far east. It has nothing to do with the story mode, so don't worry. We will be going there, but it's not mandatory. You don't have to have the DLC to beat the game, and it has really no importance. If I'm being completely honest, in the main game, like after you beat the game and you go to Lithlad, I personally don't like it. It's too big.
Built on the ruins of my kingdom, yet some things remain. Those are my barrows, still hidden from Sauron's sight. There I will show you why we must retrieve my ring.
Alright, so once you get to this point, after you take the first tower, you will be prompted to go to do the Shadows of the Past mission for Celebrimbor in the Barrows. But what we're actually going to do is we're going to go this way and take this hider tower. Now, there are 3 hider towers in every region of the game except for Lithlad, which, like I said, don't worry about. But we're going to go back into our skill tree. And the first skill that we unlock is Elven Agility. You've unlocked a new skin for Talion. Okay. Is that the skin I currently have on? Alright. If you already have these skins, basically you go to your inventory or your skill tree and you press the right bar. These are just the skins I have. I'll show them to you just in case you want to see what they look like. Here's Eltariel. You'll learn who that is later. Here's Baranor. You'll learn who that is later. Here's Celebrimbor. If you played the last game, you should know who that is. And I'm actually not going to show you that last one. Now, I'm not going to show you that for a reason. I don't want to... Well, okay, wait. It's not a spoiler, to be honest. It has nothing to do with the game. Here is Dark Eltariel. This actually has nothing to do with the game. I don't know why they made it. It's just a cool skin. I wore it for a little bit, but after a little while, it just got weird hearing Talion's voice on a female player. Because it's like, she has the deepest voice ever, and it's a man's voice, and the orc still referred to you as a he. So I was like, this doesn't really match up at all, and it feels a little weird. Alright, so the first skill you're going to get in the skill tree is Elven Agility. Hold A for bursts of speed when leaping over objects, landing, or climbing, which you see in that little picture up top right. Press A at the top of a climb to vault over the ledge. So, the reason this is the first skill you get is for climbing these large towers, which would be a pain in the butt if you didn't have Elven Agility, and since we just jumped off of something, we can use our Elven Agility. Also, I didn't know this for like the first 3 times I played the game, but if you click on Xbox again, the left stick, while you're just running, it uses up some of your focus, of course, but you run faster, up until the point where you run out of focus. Here's a captain right here, level 11. Stakuga Warbringer. He's arrow proof, enraged by Morgai flies. So what we do not want to do is shoot a nest of Morgai flies near him. Why? Because he will get enraged. And when a captain is enraged, they basically give out attacks that are undodgeable. And it's super annoying. If I had to give off one thing that I completely hated about this game, which is the only thing, if I'm being fair, the only thing I hate about the game, is the enrage system. I don't like it at all. It sucks. Here we have Borgu the Duelist, vigilant against stealth. So if I try to stealth attack him, he's not going to take damage and he's going to notice me very easily. And I'll give you an idea of what that looks. Oh, never mind. Somebody just behind me spotted me. This guy. No alarms, buddy. Stop it. So watch this. Vigilant against stealth.
Why do you even bother? The Nazgul are here. Nothing will stop them, and nothing will save your city.
Alright. So here we have our first captain. He can take damage from arrows. And like I said, arrows are going to be your best friend. Your bow is going to be your best friend in this game. Definitely is mine. So, what I did there was I leapt over him and I pressed B to stun him. And I use that a lot, especially lower level is very helpful. So we're going to finish our friend Borgu off there. Somebody just lit the alarm, so we have our first captain kill. And we have here Gubu Metalbeard, level 15. He is, what, 12 levels above us? So I think we're going to avoid this fight for now. He's enraged by Curse. He is a destroyer. And he has bombs and mines.
I'm gonna do you a favor. I'll kill you clean before those shriekers carry you off into the sky. They do love to play with their food.
Alright, so before we end up running, I kind of want to grab this and get out of there. That was super lucky. I thought I was about to get hit by that. So let's get out of here before we die. These orcs carry valuable loot. Run them down to claim their treasures. These are treasure orcs, and they are marked. They're that white mark there. That's a treasure orc. And they will sometimes drop treasure, sometimes they'll drop gems. Whatever they drop, you're going to want to go ahead and pick that up. Well, it depends on how much money you have. Because on my main account, I had 300,000 Mirian, so I don't really need to pick any more up, especially when it only gives you 50. But when you just start off the game, it is very useful to pick those up, and I'll show you why right now. When you go into your inventory, which you're going to want to after you kill a captain, because they'll drop gear for you. Right now I have Lorith's Embrace, which is, Lorith is his wife. That's the cloak that she gave him while they worked on the Black Gate in the first game. So the captain we just killed dropped us a Gondorian cloak. So what you gain from having a better cloak on is, this one is level 1, this one we have now is level 2. It increases your stealth, and if I'm being 100% honest, I have no idea what that means. I would assume that it means you're more stealthy, it's harder to detect you, but I'm not entirely sure that's what it does. So if somebody knows, please tell me, because I feel kind of ignorant right now, not knowing what that means. But anyway, when you load into your game and you have all this free time, or even when you go to a new region, the first thing you're going to want to do is claim all of these Hydir towers. And the reason for that is you will be able to fast travel between all of these points. Only if they are unlocked though. And the other reason, who is that? Oh, he followed us. We're gonna ignore him. The other reason is, once you capture all 3 of them in one region, it'll give you a free skill points. Very useful. Especially since there are 4 regions you can do that in. Oh no, 5. There are 5. There's 6 regions if you count Lithlad, but that one doesn't actually have Hider Towers. Alright, so Ogboy the Undaunted, Warmonger Slayer, he's fireproof. Fire will not work on him. Brutal Frenzy becomes enraged at the sight of brutal attacks or shaming, so we're going to not want to do that around him. And he's a Slayer. Extremely skilled fighter, the Slayer faces his enemies head on and overpower them with exceptional combat skills. That doesn't matter at all. The only thing that matters about a class is this right here, Triple Strike, which only happens with Slayers. They will hit you 3 times and you'll have to press Y 3 times. So if you only press it once and you're like, okay, I already dodged his attack, he's not going to hit me again, that is false. He's going to hit you 3 times. We have another captain over here. Muzu the Protector. We're going to worry about him later. Our main goal is getting these Hider Towers, but for now, I'm going to try and kill, what's his name? This dude over here. So let's get ourselves a running start so we can make it over to that wall. Oh, that was bad. That would have been bad. Alright, let's try that again. Okay, never mind. It's just destined to happen. And this is the wrong guy. Hold on.
Stakuga.
This is Stakuga. Where's the dude I was just looking at? Alright, so I guess not a bad time to get into this. This guy's a commander. And commanders have guys around them that'll plant down those war banners there. Those. And here's #1 mistake that I see with people that play this game. They don't know how to deal with those.
We have the numbers. We have the strength. It is only a matter of time before Minas Ithil falls. You can do nothing to save it.
Some of you guys don't know how to focus around war banners because you guys literally have like strokes trying to figure out, oh my god, why am I getting hits? Why did my own guy just hit me? That's never happened before. But around war banners, all enemies will be enraged, which means unblockable attacks for days. Fun. No, it's very annoying. When it's literally just Y that you have to press, it's pretty easy to block attacks. And I know I said that just as I got hit, but you know, I wasn't entirely focused if I was being honest. So, when war banners are placed down, do your best to go ahead and get rid of them. All you have to do is hit them or shoot them and they'll be destroyed or broken. Could you stop hitting me? I'm not an orc. There we go, we just went down. Perfect. Last chance struggle. Press the displayed button when you are moving. Circle is within the highlighted circle to strike. Alright, there we go. We press Y when that little thin white circle got into the thick blue circle. And you see, this is what enraged is. Unblockable attacks. Could you stop trying to hit me? Alright, I don't know why they're doing this. Usually Gondorians are not going to attack you. I don't know why they're trying to kill me. It doesn't make sense. But they are, for some reason. They will most likely not do this in your game. They're not doing damage to me, so I don't know why they're trying to hit me, but that is apparently happening. Which is going to mess me up a little bit. Okay, so this captain is retreating.
I'll have my revenge.
Occasionally in your game, if it... There we go, I'm dead. Unless I get saved. No, I'm dead.
Have to promote me.
Alright, there we go, our first death of the season. So, that was very annoying as soon as I started chasing down a captain that was running. But, say a captain takes too much damage, some of them will run, others will fight to the death depending on who they are, what their skill trait or what their skills are, what their traits are. Some captains will run, some captains will fight to the death. Basically, we're gonna ignore this. Basically, what that said was if a grunt kills you, they get promoted to captain. That's what happened there. So, this guy just got promoted to captain, and his new name is Tark Slayer. So, that was very annoying. I hate dying in this game. It's very annoying. Alright,
The ring
so...
is lost, but we can defeat Sauron.
No. I poured myself into that ring. We need it for the war to come.
So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna make our way over to this last hideout tower over here, and we're gonna claim it. And I think the last thing in the episode is we're gonna go kill that guy that killed us, annoyingly, because of that war banner. Who is this? Who do we have here?
Ushak.
Ushak, archer trainer. Alright, so here, I'm gonna demonstrate this for you guys real quick. The strongest attack that you have is stealth in this game, or not attack. Your strongest advantage in this game is stealth. I stopped utilizing this in my main playthrough, or not playthrough, but while I play by myself unrecorded. I stopped utilizing. I can't speak. I stopped utilizing stealth because I don't need it. But when you start the game off, it is very helpful to have.
You're going to have to try harder than that to kill me.
Alright, so I learned the hard way that he is invulnerable to arrow attacks. Fun. So I can't hurt him with ranged attacks. And it seems like there are a lot of orcs coming over here, so I'm going to go ahead and dip out. I'm not trying to fight 50 dudes with barely any skill points. So I'm just going to run. And I see a treasure orc right here. We're going to go ahead and kill him. And he dropped a gem for us, a wealth gem, which is the white gem. There are strength or warrior gems, which are the red gems, boosting your damage. The life gems, which are the green gems, boosting your health. And then you have these white gems here. Wealth gems. So say I were to put this on my sword. Weapon, 5% increased chance that enemies killed by this weapon drop mithril. Or not mithril, Mirian. So we equip that on our sword. So now any orc that we kill has a 5% chance of dropping Mirian. Which is useful, seeing as how I only have like 150. And here we have another grunt to dominate in order, or not grunt, you can't dominate all grunts. You can only dominate worms in this game, unlike the first game, Shadow of War. So we have Crimp the Weapon Master. Enraged by Karagors, mortal wounds, cowards. Vulnerable to fire and stealth. Those do a lot of damage. Here we have dazed by stealth and brutality. And brutality is when they witness it. So if you brutalize himself, like if you brutalize the captain himself, say you're stealth and you go up to him and you press Y, it's not gonna work. He has to witness it. If it happens to him, it doesn't work. So here we have Zune. He doesn't have a suffix. He's an outlaw warrior. He's a very basic guy. So we can either scare him off very easily by shooting a Morgai fly nest, which I don't think there are any here, or we could burn him and he will die instantly. And if we're lucky, he's standing right next to a fire stack. But we're too low level to activate those. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna send him over there by holding left trigger, going into our bow, and pressing distract. Oops. We're gonna shoot that, and now he's going to burn to death. That fire will gradually kill him. There we go, he's dead. So Zune, the outlaw warrior, has been defeated. And all of the grunts in the area are gonna run away because they're scared that that'll happen to them. Okay, not all of them apparently. Some of them are less scared than others. So, we're gonna go ahead and grab this hideout tower, and we're gonna go say hi to our friend that killed us. And that'll be the end of our first episode. Let's head over here. Oh, we have another treasure orc here. Treasure orcs, like I said, can drop Mirian, or they can drop gems. Hopefully he dropped a gem. He did not. He dropped Mirian. Still useful. Still useful. Who is that?
Ratak.
Ratak the Sadistic. He is a blood brother. Alright, we'll get into that later. We're going to come back to Ratak in episode 2. But we will come back to that later. Oops. I missed that jump. Because Talion doesn't know how to jump. Up. 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 Here we go. Our last hideout tower in... What is this place? I actually forgot what's Minas Ethel. The last hide here in Minas Ethel. So you're just gonna go around and play colder or hotter, colder until you get to the point where it says press right stick. Again, I'm playing on an Xbox. It might be different for PlayStation, I'm not entirely sure. There we go. Just keep playing hotter, colder until you get all of them in that bar at the top, middle top. Every number on there should be blue. There we go. It's got to be somewhere around here. Maybe it's farther that way. There it is. Boom. Alright. And once you have taken all of the hider towers in the region, you can see them by the blue eyes. There's one over there. There's this one that I'm standing at, and there's one over there. There's two over there. It'll give you a free skill point, and you can feel free to spend that skill point anywhere you like. But I'm going to spend it on Detonate, which allows you to blow up those little campfires. Alright, so our last thing that we're going to do this episode, actually, let's go ahead into our inventory and equip our stronger dagger that we got from killing a captain. The last thing we're going to do is hunt down that guy that killed us, which is Zothra the Tark Slayer. And we don't know what his weaknesses are, so we're going in blind. We have Enraged by Mortal Wounds, and then he is a commander. Yay, a commander. More war banners. So let's see. He's over there. Let's go say hello to our friend. Alright, so we made it to our mission start location. And there's a worm over there, actually. So instead of going in blind, how about we set ourselves up? We're going to kill that guy that can see us right now. He's going to look towards the dead guy, and we're going to sneak up behind him. Alright, so now we've got a little info on our friend here. Sickly. Heavily damaged by poison. Good to know, but I can't poison people. Fear of pinning. I don't think I can pin people. I'm not entirely sure. And then damaged by ranged execution and fire. These are good things to know when you're going to try and kill somebody. Alright, so in order to start a mission, you're going to want to come over to this little thing right here. It's not always going to look like this, but it'll prompt you to press right bar. And for us, it says get revenge.
I cannot smell what is being cooked, and for that I am grateful.
Alrighty then. Here we have our Tark Slayer.
Zothra.
Commander. So, he is for some reason, Master of the Hunt, which doesn't make sense because this skill should only be able to go to trackers, but apparently he's a Master of the Hunt. So, sounds his hunting horn when he has caught your trail. Nearby orcs will join his hunting party and track you down. They will find you. If you're near him, like at all, he will find you. He has like a very large radius, so he's going to find you. War banners. Orders his followers to plant his banner, strengthening nearby allies and sending them into the battle-induced fury. Destroy these banners to undermine his command. Undying command. Drives orcs into a vengeful frenzy when he dies. Be prepared to battle his enraged avengers. Basically what that means, or what it should say, is prepare to press A a lot, because battle is not what you should do to them, because you can't fight them. They're just going to swing on you continuously until you die. So prepare to press A a lot.
You don't seem to get it. We've been down this road before. I'm the Tark Slayer. That means I kill Tarks. And you're a Tark!
Yeah, buddy. Preach it to the choir. Alright. We have a guy planting down a war banner. I hate those, so we're gonna shoot him so he doesn't do that. And I kind of just took fire damage there because I shot a barrel and I was a little too close to it, but that's okay. This guy killed us because we were currently, at the time... Okay. I'm not dying again. That's definitely not gonna happen. Alright, so our friend Zothra the Tark Slayer is a little enraged.
The worst pain ain't the spear going in. It's me wrenching it out of you.
Lovely. we have a little reunion here. Not a reunion because I've never met these guys before. But we have a little competition of who can kill me first. And oh wow. Alright, we have 3 captains. We're climbing to the top of this building. Now they're gonna climb after me. Now the problem with an assassin, why I hate assassins near me, is of the skill right here. Oh wait, he doesn't have it. That's interesting. Alright, normally an assassin will have a skill, no chance. And basically if you go down near an assassin, you're screwed. Because they will kill you on sight. Well, not on sight, but if you go down, you're dead.
Luck. That's all this defeat is. I suppose you want to call yourself the Tark Slayer. Slayer.
Idiot. Tark Slayer. So stupid. Alright. So our friend the Tark Slayer is dead. And that is a good thing and a bad thing. Good thing for us. The guy who called himself the Tark Slayer after killing me, after swinging on me, pressing like they're doing right now. You can't fight them because they will kill you. All you have to do is continuously press A until it wears off. Yeah, if I get hit one more time, I'm gonna die. Now, I want to pick that bow up, but I know if I try, they're going to kill me. So, we're actually just going to run away. And that's okay, because I'll come back and pick that up later, because gear doesn't disappear, it just stays there forever until somebody picks it up. Who is this? The Arbiter. Alright, we have a tracker. Yes, the Master of the Hunt. So, Master of the Hunt should only be applied to people in the tracker class. And I thought he was a level 5, he is actually a level 15. That is very bad. Alright. So the thing about a tracker is they have this really annoying thing where you can't jump over them.
I got a place I want to shove it.
So if you try and vault over them, they're vault breakers. All trackers and all tricksters have that skill, and it's so annoying because it's a hidden skill. So you won't see it say that anywhere, but that's what they do. You can't jump over them. Sometimes other orcs will have it, but it's mainly just trackers and tricksters. And he hit me in mid-somersault, so I'm dead.
It'll be too easy to kill you like this.
Nope. Alright, so I guess now would be a good time to explain humiliation. Humiliation is when an orc refuses to kill you and they just walk away. Now, that would be a problem later in the game, but for us right now, that's actually good because I didn't feel like dying. So, I'll explain that to you later when I have orc followers in part 2. But for now, we're going to end the video off. A little lengthy. Next time I'll try and make it a little bit shorter. Thank you guys for watching. If you made it this far, please leave a like, and if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to see the full walkthrough and increase your... I don't even know where I was going with that. I don't know. Just to get better at the game, honestly. Learn about the game, get better at the game, just subscribe. Just do it. Just press the button. Just press the button. Anyway, I'll see you guys on my next video.